One of the things I get a lot of phone calls about is, do I need to get a screening? When should I get a mammogram? Because it's all this controversy out there now about when you should have one. You know, different groups. Some of them, you know, even reputable groups that are saying one thing and some that are saying another thing. So kind of my line to people now is that you need to know what your personal risk for breast cancer is.
Absolutely.
And based upon that, do the screenings, do the testings that are that work best for whatever your risk assessment is.
Yeah, there's no cookie cutter response to
like that.
Not
cookie cutter.
Yeah, there's a more. To your point, there needs to be a holistic approach to each individual, because what's good, what works for you, doesn't necessarily
work for you.
Work for me, or my risk factors are different than yours and yours.
We're not all the same, so everybody should look at what their personal risk is and talk about it with their health provider.
That's
kind of
good.
Go a full circle with that.
Yeah.
You got to talk to your health providers. Don't be afraid to ask questions and to talk specifically about you and to get answers.
Yeah.
And if you're not getting the answers you need, then maybe you need to see another health provider.
For screening for breast cancer, I think the best thing you can do for yourself is to know exactly your family history and your risk factors. You're absolutely correct in saying that different races and ethnicities have different risk factors, and so knowing those are really good. Not only knowing if your family history includes breast cancer, but any other kind of cancers, ovarian cancer, colon cancer, so you can make sure you're screened appropriately. There are different recommendations out there, and I think the best thing you can do for yourself is to ask your physician and talk to them. You know, have an open conversation. Sometimes physicians start screening at 40, sometimes even before 40 if you have had risk factors. And so just knowing those risk factors and knowing about your family is a good way to know where you should start screening.